Shalom. All praises, honor, and glorification unto our power. Call Halaim La Alahayna wa Yahweh Bahashim Yahushai Bahashima Rakakwadash. Double honors unto the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Salutations as well as health and wellness unto the hopeful elect of Yahweh Bahashim Yahushai scattered across the earth. This is your brother Allah coming to you with another lesson. And Lord willing, this lesson will be entitled Women Who Obtain Abor, which you should know what I mean by that, should face murder charges, right? And not should face murder charges according to Esau's laws, but rather women who obtain abor, ... should face murder charges according to the law, the word of the Lord, right? Which whosoever sheddeth man's blood, by him, by man shall his blood be shed, right? Because murder is a sin unto death, right? So once again, Lord willing, this lesson will be entitled Women Who Obtain Abor, ... should face murder charges. And that's actually being spoken about, right? I saw it on the news on a particular platform, but I tried to look for it again and I couldn't find it. So what I did, I just looked up women who gets abor ... should face murder charges, right? Because that's being talked about. So like right here, CNN.com, and that's from 7 days ago. Now it says these male politicans or politicians are pushing for women who receive abor to be punished with prison time. Well, that's prison time. But really, in the ancient world, well, according to the word of the Lord, a result of committing murder, or the wage of committing murder, rather, is death, right? Right, because there's nothing wrong with killing, but there is indeed something wrong with murder, which is unjust killing or unlawful killing, right? Killing without a valid reason will be murder. And that validation is according to the word of the Lord, not you bitch ass Esau, right? You're fucking nothing, man. Who the fuck do you think you are, you know? Esau wants to, establish his laws and uphold his laws. Now we got to follow these pussy ass laws, man. We got to get the hell up out of here. Esau, man, you're a pussy. You can get a foot up your ass sideways, as the elder Apostle Tahar says. Yep. So, but proceeding on. So the heading of this article is these male politicians are pushing for women who receive abor to be punished with prison time. Now, look at that. They were adamant that a woman who receives an abor should receive the same criminal consequences as one who drowns her baby, right? Which both would be murder. But of course they're saying prison time as a wage. But really, the true wage should be death for you bitches out there that do that, because that's murder. And that's like glorified now by these other females, man. You had a woman, or a beast rather, that made a song about it and was willingly and like proudly saying she had murder on her mind. So she knew it was murder, or she knows it's murder rather. But she put it in a song and rapped about it, and you had pussy niggas that produced it. Right? Now right here, it says murder charges for women getting abor backed by 24% of men, and it should be backed by 100% of men. <clears throat> Oh, but right here it says murder charge versus women who have abor yanked from Louisiana bill. So I guess it's no longer, for Louisiana, right? Right here it says, and this is from May 7th, Louisiana women who have abor could face murder charges in new bill, right? Woman faces Texas murder charge after self-induced abor, right? Woman faces, but you see it. Now you see right here, woman could face murder charges for abor under proposed bill, right? Which they should get something way more intense than prison time. They should get put to death, right? Because that's what will happen according to the word of the Lord. Now, but getting into the scriptures, the first scripture that I want to get is the book of Exodus, the 20th chapter, and the 13th verse, which reads, "Thou shalt not kill." Now, really, it's saying thou shalt not murder, right? Because when you go there in the blue letter, because otherwise that'd be a total contradiction, because there's particular cases within the scriptures where the Lord, during the times where Jake was in war, wherein the Lord instructed us to kill. So the Lord would instruct us to do something that he said thou shalt not do? No, right? And this shows you the importance and significance of looking up words and going back to the Hebrew, right? Because in order to get this, break this down properly, you have to go back to the Hebrew. Really, it's saying thou shalt not murder, right? Because there's nothing wrong with killing. Say you have to defend yourself, right? Somebody attacks you, or somebody breaks in your house and you happen to have a firearm and you put some buckshots in his ass. Well, that's not murder, right? That's self-defense. So you can do that. You can defend yourself, but because that's a very serious thing, right? A life being taken, So you have to make sure that reason behind it is valid according to the word of the Lord, not Esau's pussy laws, but of course it will behoove you to, because we can't keep the law of the Lord 100%. Just like for a woman that commits adultery, we can't put her to death on this side, but in the kingdom we will be able to, right? And that's another reason why we all should contain the urge to get the fuck up out of here, man. We can't even exercise our culture 100%, right? Because the word of the Lord is our culture as Israelites, right? Which the Israelites are the so-called Negroes, Latinos, North American Indians, and Seminole Indians, right? So, the word there for kill, the word there really is murder. So when you go there in the blue letter, right, Exodus 20 and 13, right, thou shalt not kill. And what does it say? To murder, right? To murder. And that's it. And now it says other things, but it's to murder, right? And what is murder? Let's look that up. Let's look up murder. Murder. You know what? Let me just look it up on Google. Murder definition, right? The unlawful, premeditated killing of one human being by another. And really, the premeditated part, planned. The premeditated part stands in particular situations, right? Because in the ancient world, when we went to war, of course, we had a plan. We had a plan to kill the enemy. That wasn't unlawful. So really the premeditated part, it stands in particular situations, but the point is the unlawful killing of one human being by another. Unlawful according to what law? The law of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. And right here it says kill someone unlawfully. Really, that's the point. But premeditation does does stand as unlawful in particular situations. Right? If you plan to kill somebody for an invalid reason, that would be unlawful. Right? You know? Right? So, and there's example, there's examples, if you will, where the Lord instructed us to kill, and it wasn't murder. Otherwise, that would be a contradiction, right? There is no contradiction in the scriptures. Precept must be upon precept, line upon line upon line, here a little and there a little, right? So the meaning is really, thou shalt not murder, what you have bitches out here doing without care, you know? You got bitches rapping about it. But anyway, proceeding on. Next, let me get Deuteronomy, the 5th chapter and the 17th verse. Right? Deuteronomy chapter 5 and verse 17. Thou shalt not kill. And that is the same thing right there. Thou shalt not murder. Right? Next, let me get the book of Leviticus, the 18th chapter. Because really, abor, ... goes back to child sacrifice, right? Leviticus 18 and 21. And thou shalt not let any of thy seed pass through the fire to Molech, neither shalt thou profane the name of thy power. I am the Lord. See? So when you get the abor operation, that's what you're doing. You're passing your seed, or you're letting your seed, you're passing your seed through the fire to Molech. Right? So next, which Lord willing, this will be a quick hitter. Genesis 9 and 6. Whoso sheddeth man's blood, by man shall his blood be shed, for in the image of the Most High made he man. Right? And Lord willing, I'll end it with this. The book of Numbers, the 35th chapter and the 29th verse. Right? Numbers chapter 35 and verse 29. So these things shall be for a statute of judgment unto you throughout your generations and all your dwellings. Whoso killeth any person, which really it should be murdereth, the murderer shall be put to death by the mouth of witness, but one witness shall not testify against any person to cause him to die. Right? Moreover, ye shall take no satisfaction for the life of a murderer, which is guilty of death. Right? But he shall be surely put to death. So that is the wage that you hoes should get for getting the abor. It shouldn't be no prison sentence. No, your punk ass should be put to death. Right? According to the word of the Lord. Because you're committing murder. Right? So, damn, I was real close to the phone. Good thing I didn't have my camera on, but you know, that's pretty much the point, man. You know, and like I said before, there's examples within the word of the Lord where we were instructed to kill during times of war. Matter of fact, I may have one. Let me see, kill. Let's just type in kill, right? Let's just type in kill. And it's probably in the book of maybe Judges or Joshua. See that? And kill every woman that have no. Look at that. See? Okay, let's get that. Hold tight. Have ye saved all the women alive? Let me start at. So this is Numbers, the 31st chapter. With the captains which came from the battle, and Moses and Eleazar the priests and all the princes went forth out. Okay, hold tight. And they brought the captives and the prey. Hold tight. And they warred against the Midianites as the Lord commanded Moses, and they slew all the males. See? But I wanna actually read it. Let me see. Out of the 1,000 of Israel, 1,000 of every tribe, 12,000 armed for war. Out of the thousands. Okay, let's start at 5, right? Matter of fact, damn. Hey, let's start up top, right? Numbers 31:1. And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, Avenge the children of Israel of the Midianites. Afterward shalt thou be gathered unto thy people. And Moses spake unto the people, saying, Arm some of yourselves unto the war, and let them go against the Midianites, and avenge the Lord of Midian. Of every tribe 1,000 throughout all the tribes of Israel shall ye send to the war. Right? So there were delivered out of the thousands of Israel 1,000 of every tribe, 12,000 armed for war. And Moses sent them to the war, 1,000 of every tribe, them and Phinehas the son of Eleazar, the priest, to the war with the holy instruments and the trumpets to blow in his hand. And they warred against the Midianites as the Lord commanded Moses, and they slew all the males. That was not murder, right? That was just killing. And they slew the kings of Midian, beside the rest of them that were slain, namely Evi and Rechem and Zur and Hur and Rabah, 5 kings of Midian. Balaam also the son of Beor, they slew with the sword. And the children of Israel took all the women of Midian captives and their little ones, and took the spoil of all their cattle and all their flocks and all their goods. And they burnt all their cities wherein they dwelt, and all their goodly castles with fire. And they took all the spoil and all the prey, both of men and beasts. And they brought the captives and the prey and the spoil unto Moses and Eleazar the priest, and unto the congregation of the children of Israel, unto the camp at the plains of Moab, which are by Jordan near Jericho. And Moses and Eleazar the priest and all the princes of the congregation went forth to meet them without the camp. And Moses was wroth with the officers of the host, with the captains over thousands and captains over hundreds, which came from the battle. And Moses said unto them, Have ye saved all the women alive? Behold, these caused the children of Israel through the counsel of Balaam, or Balaam, to commit trespass against the Lord in the matter of Peor, and there was a plague among the congregation of the Lord. Now therefore kill every male among the little ones, and kill every woman that have known man by lying with him. But all the women children that have not known a man by lying with him, keep alive for yourselves. So that's pretty much the point, you know? And let me see something really quick. Yeah, Joseph is a fruitful bull. So that was damn, lost it. Okay, let me see if I can find it back. Kill. Hold tight, Baba Shah. I think that was Numbers. Yep, now therefore. Yep, so that's pretty much the point. With that, Lord willing, you were edified. Once again and forever, all praises, honor, and glorification unto our power. Yeah, so, but in the book of, I just want to make this clear. So in the book of Numbers, the 31st chapter and the 17th verse, when it said, Now therefore kill every man among the little ones, right, showing you that there's nothing wrong with killing, you know, but there's something wrong with murder, which murder is unlawful killing, unlawful according to the law of the Lord, right? Sin is the transgression of the law, right? And the wage of murder is death. Not no fucking prison sentence. Right? No, it's death. So with that, shalom.